Hello everyone, Scrapping in my sleep here with you. I'm back from the Christmas holiday and I had hoped I had filmed a kit build video of everything that I was going to be using for these December pages and my Christmas pages, and I lost that footage. So just know that I had brought together probably 4 to 5 different collections, all very different styles, and I've melded them together to make all of these pages plus my Christmas album for 2023. So no kit build like I was anticipating. That will come in January, but I'm going to show you the pages I finished for December 2023. So here's my overview page. Just the random things that I didn't really want to make a whole page of. So I just put those on an opening page. So there's that. Oh my goodness, it's been a while since I filmed. And then this back page is about my grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary. Not sure what year this was, but I found these photos and I wanted to document that. And then we have dinner and game night with my mom and my husband. This is one of our friends' 60th birthdays. I just used a scrap of paper here to outline that and then did some faux stitching on it as well. And then here's this is how I take care of my ephemera. I just stick it in a 6x8. This is just a playbill from a play that my husband and I went to called The Christmas Candy Caper. So it was perfect to use these candy papers from Photo Play and also some things from, I believe it was Scrap Diva or Color Rush Studio. And the back of that is a birthday. We have a lot of birthdays in December, so this is the first of many you'll see in here. I got to use these deer embellishments that I'd had for this page about my husband's office party. I think those were some Hobby Lobby things. And then on this page I did a little paper weaving on the back. Some Minte paper in here. So as you can see, I did Minte, which is definitely a different feel than this page, which is more playful, which is more different than this page, which I believe is Scrap Diva or Color Rush. So I don't mind that they don't all necessarily match. There's a picture of a haircut that I had, and then a big wreath page. I love making wreath pages. Gets rid of a lot of same embellishments, but I think they always look good too. So these were some Minte chippies that I colored up with some acrylic markers. Fun page with the popcorn paper from Obed Marshall's old line from the movie, for a picture documenting the movies. And then this is just me with some of my friends on a girls' day. This is actually a double page spread using Photo Plays. I think it was the Nutcracker collection. I don't remember if that was the name of it or not, but I thought these were fun embellishments to use for this light display that we drove through. And then a picture of my mom. It's also a 2-page spread of her trying out glasses. And I titled this, If You Could See What I See. She hates having her picture taken, but if she could see what I see, she would see a beautiful woman who has handled life, whatever life's thrown at her, with grace. And I love her so much. So this is a fun one, playing Take Two. My mom and dad made up a game with Scrabble tiles a long time ago, and we called it Take Two. I think now there's an actual game out called Bananagrams. I wish they would have patented it, but I had gotten these Scrabble letters from my husband one year for Christmas, and this was a good way to put those into good use. And then a picture of my daughter with the book she'd written for college. Picture of some work around the house that my husband and daughter were doing, fixing her fan in her bedroom. And then a picture with my mom at the cemetery putting flowers in my dad's grave, and with the title Still Taking Care of You. opportunity to use a lot of florals on this page. These were actually, I had taken, when Joann Fabrics was having their Christmas kits, the card making kits and ornament kits, I had bought a lot of those. They were like $2 or something. And so I pulled out all the embellishments out of those and used them for just ephemera. So here is another one of those. This was actually a card kit that was supposed to make shaker cards, but I just pulled all the kits apart and made my own embellishments with them. So this has paper rose embellishments. This has Park Lane embellishments from those card kits. This is a Minte paper, throwing it all on one page, and I think it works. This was a fun spread I did about my daughter giving my mom and I a clay mask. It was hilarious, and I love, love, love these pictures of my mom. She was having so much fun. We were all having so much fun until she started pulling it off, and then, sorry about that. Oh, it was just so funny. We laughed our heads off. So, and then on the back of that, paper rose, with some cookies that someone in my husband's office had made for him. This is a fun page talking about my son taking classes to be a CNA. And then a picture of my daughter getting us eternity bracelets. Is that what they're called? Forever bracelets for my birthday. So that was a fun layout to do. And then there are a whole bunch of pages of my 50th birthday. I put all my cards in a pack and it just goes right in the album. So all of these next ones are going to be birthday layouts. My daughter made me the most delicious salted caramel cupcakes. And every year when I go out to eat, I make my age in whatever food we're eating at the time. So this year it happened to be Applebee's, and I made my 50 out of French fries. Blowing out my candles. My husband got me a fun birthday fact sheet with all vintage candy, which is the next layout here. And it was so much fun to open it. I cried. Because it was just so, like, all of the things I remember as a kid. So much fun. Wax lips, all the things. And then we watched home videos. And my favorite movie is Life is Beautiful, which, if you haven't watched it, is from concentration camp. It's such a touching movie, and I love it. But my kids don't understand why I want to watch that on my birthday, because it's sad, but it's touching. So anyway, there's a whole big thing. I used this wood veneer from Colorcast Designs, I believe, and just put a little paper in it that had some confetti, and it kind of reminded me of when the TV goes static. So I thought that was kind of fun to put on there. Oops, I keep hitting my tripod. Sorry about that. And then just a picture of us in our Christmas jammies. Got to use some of these ephemera that have been laying around for quite a while. Work on our garage from the fire. I used these, what are these called? Rubbery light bulbs from an old Felicity Jane kit. But I thought that was kind of a fun thing to add on there. He was working on lighting, so. Here are our Christmas cookies for the year. My adult kids love decorating Christmas cookies, and they got very creative this year. So that's a fun one. And then my friends stopped by and brought me some fun surprises for my birthday. This is a page I did about our first Christmas without my husband's dad. We had his flag by the tree. Just felt a little different this year. And then the title in this is Naughty Guy, You Really Scared Me. My husband in the morning said, I really have a feeling we need to go see your mom today. And he never says things like that. So I was like, well, why? Like, do you think something's going to happen? I didn't realize that the kids and he had planned a surprise party for me. And so he wanted to go to my mom's to get me out of the house so they could decorate and then bring my mom back with me to the party. So I was scared and cried because I thought, you know, like, is something going to happen to my mom? Why would you get a feeling we need to go visit her today? But it was all just a ruse, and it was the best surprise ever. My daughter made this fun banner of me as a kid and put birthday hats on all of them and then strung it up. So I saved one of each picture and stuck them in here because I wanted to keep them there. It's just a fun reminder. And then a picture of me with delicious cake my son-in-law made for me, lemon cheesecake, delicious. Some pictures, just some more pictures of the party. It was so much fun. I love parties. They came up with trivia all about me and a couple different games, and then they all filled out things they love about me on this pegboard that I could take out of envelopes and read all throughout the year. So very special. Then I put in the ephemera from the games that we played and all of their answers, which were so funny. And a picture of my mom showing the scrapbooks she'd made me to my kids. And I have these. She's given them to all of us, but it was neat to see her going through them with my kids, because that's where I got my start in scrapbooking. So, and then one more page, finishing up with my banner. So I just thought it was so cute. All right, and then a picture of our tree on Christmas morning. Nope, just kidding. This is Christmas morning, 2023. And I'm using paper from Country Craft Creations in this one. And in the afternoon, after we'd opened all our presents, I got a migraine. So I took a nap, and my husband entertained the kids with some mole removal, and only in our house, right? And some Frisbee golf. This is after Christmas. I only do one spread really about Christmas in our family album, and then I make a Christmas album, which I'll show you in another video. This is when all our goods were delivered from the fire. Here's just some hangout time with our kids while they were home on Christmas break. And some pictures of my mom at my mom's house and a thank you note she'd written to us. This is just a flip flap, and I just stuck the card in, cut the edge off, and use it in here so it's connected to that page. Another page, my sister always has a cookie baking day, and so I used this page that I had made from a Catherine Pooler class. It was perfect for this, baking cookies. And more baking cookies. There are so many different die cuts from different companies down here. I see Paper Rose, Country Craft Creations. These are those Park Lane kits. Here is a acrylic from Colorcast Designs. So just all kinds of things on there. My daughter's 21st birthday was the same day as the cookie party, so we ducked out a little bit early. 21, let's drink lots of coffee. We went and got all of the free coffees that she could get on her birthday. And then we played games and did puzzles. So, sweet day. And we ate cake pops. That was her dessert of choice. So, and then I had found some videos at my mom's house, and I came home and watched them and found these fun pictures of myself, my brothers, my nephews, and my mom opening presents on Christmas Day back in the 80s or 90s, I think. So that's what this page is about. And then my husband and I went to Indianapolis, and he spoke at a Mets conference. And then we went out to eat with my son and daughter-in-law in Indianapolis. Another Paper Rose Studio on top of Minte, on top of Country Craft Creations. All kinds of things blended in together. And then for my last page of the month, I'm doing ties of December for my husband. He's wearing a different tie every Thursday until he retires. So these are his ties and his Christmas suits that he's known for in his office. So that is my layout share for December 2023. I will be back with my next video, which will be my Christmas album 2023. And then after that, I am going to do a kit build for my January 2024 kits. And hopefully I won't lose that footage this time. So thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time.